Hey everyone, in this video today we are going to create a digital product which is going to be an Etsy ebook. So we are going to use free tools, which is going to be Canva, which is a graphic designing tool, and also ChatGPT, which is an AI tool. So ChatGPT, we're going to use it for content. So if you are new into creating digital products, you've never done an ebook before, you don't know which page comes first and which page comes last, and you don't know how to arrange your chapters or your pages, this is the right video for you because ChatGPT can also do that for you. So you can ask any question that you have. So ChatGPT is like a chatbot that you can have a conversation with just the same way you do with humans, or when you text your friend, they reply back and then you do follow-up questions on the previous question and they still remember the previous question. So that's how ChatGPT works. And in this video today, we're going to use ChatGPT to create our whole ebook. So you don't have to use any other tool. So you can use only ChatGPT. To sign up with ChatGPT, you just have to come over here to Google and search for OpenAI. And the first option, which is openai.com, that's where you have to click, and then it will take you to this page where you choose this option of ChatGPT, and then you go over here to try ChatGPT. So by clicking here, this is the last step to signing up with ChatGPT. You just have to sign up with your email and password, or your Microsoft account or Gmail account. Then you will be able to come over here to ChatGPT and start your conversations. So let's start with Canva. This is where we'll start with the designing of how our ebook will look, and after that we go to ChatGPT and gather the content, and then we paste it back on Canva, and that's how we do our Etsy ebook. Then we go back to Etsy and list and create our first listing. So if you don't have Canva, you just go down below the description box and click on the Canva link. It's going to take you straight to Canva, and that's where we're going to sign up. Now let's move to my screen and I will show you how to do your ebook. So this is my Canva home page, and after signing up, this is where you're gonna land. So the first thing that I'm gonna do is to create a design, and I'm looking for an A4 document which is 210 by 297 millimeter, and that's where I click, and then it's gonna take me to a blank template. This is where we're gonna start working, and on my left hand menu, this is where I will be working from. So the design is when I'm looking, for example, maybe for a cover page. So if I want a cover page template, this is where I will find it on the design. And elements is where I'm doing mostly of my designing, like the flowers, the blocks. So this is where I get everything on the elements, but you will be able to see that as we get into that. The uploads is if you have videos or images or audios that you want to upload and use in your ebook. And the text is when now you want to write content in your ebook. And the projects, this can also be previous projects that you worked on. So if you want to go back to them, you just click here. The photos, these are sort of stock photos that you can find. So if you want to talk about a traveling blog, you can just search for a traveling photo, and you will be able to get nice photos that you can use for your ebook, and also the videos and the background. And the apps, the app is when you are designing your own maybe text to image. When you just type in the image that you have in mind, then you put in the text, and then the app will try to create that image for you. Now let's start with the cover page. So the colors that we want, so I'm just going to click inside the template so that we can get the background. So this is where I choose the color at the top, and then I'm going to click on colors. So if I'm not happy with the colors that I have here, or the colors that are already suggested for me, I can just click here on the plus button to choose my own color. So we do have a little bit of white here, and I want, let's say, we want something blue, so I can come over here to this blue and click on it, then go back to the add button just to have my own customized blue. So I'm gonna try to move this circle here so that I get the blue that I want, and I feel like this blue is good, so I'm gonna leave the background like this. We are designing the cover page, so on the elements I'm gonna choose some shapes and some lines. So I'm gonna click on the first one, which is almost something that I've used recently. So I just want this to be a nice design for my cover page. So the rest of the things I will do on a fast forward speed so that you don't spend a lot of time doing this, but as long as you get an idea of how to design your ebook, then you're good to go. So also, if I want to change the color of that, I just click on the color and then I change this maybe to another shade of blue. Now that I'm done with this, I want to have my title, the title of the book, somewhere here. So I'm just gonna go and click on text. So on text, I will choose heading. I can choose the subheading or a little bit of body text. And below this, there's also some suggested text and also the fonts and the colors. But in this case, I will just choose the heading and start on a blank. So this is where I'm gonna add the name of my book. So right now we don't have content yet, but we're already designing so that when we get the content, we just copy and paste. So this is my cover page. Now I want to put a little bit of flowers. I go back to elements and search for flowers if I don't see them over here, but here already on the graphics these are some of the flowers, but let's just search for flowers. So anything that you want, if you cannot really find it immediately, you just search for it. So I'm gonna search for flowers, and also there are different types of flowers. There are like photos and also graphics. So let's choose the graphics, and I'm gonna click on see all so that I have more options. So these are the colors that I can decide to choose. So I can just take this one and click on it, then it's gonna come over here. So if it's facing at the top and I want it to be maybe a little bit skewed or just to face downwards, I can just come over here to this circle and try to move it to any degree that I want. So this is 20 degrees. If I want 50 degrees or 90 degrees, I am able to do that. So I want it to be just a little bit skewed, maybe 45 degrees. So if I feel like this flower, I want it to fade out a little bit, I just come over here at the top and click on transparency, and then I will click on this bar just to make it a little bit faint, and there we go. So it's not really that much visible or overshadowing the colors of my background. Now I can choose other flowers like this and then put them over here. So it's also going to depend on the kind of ebook that I'm doing. So let's say we're doing maybe a traveling ebook. So you can come over here to photos and search like travel photos, like this one. The heading is going to be maybe a color that's a little bit attractive. Let's try to choose the color. The color of the text is going to be over here on the A letter. So I'm just going to click on that, and then I can choose the color of my text, and this pink is okay. And after choosing this is going to be my cover page. I'm done. After choosing the color of the text, I can now move to the size of my text. So if I want the font size to be a little bit smaller or bigger, I choose over here. So now already we have 58. If I want 64, I just come over here and click 64. And also the font, if I want to change the font, I just come over here on my left hand side and choose the colors that are there for me. So let's choose this one and see how it looks. So that's the color, and it's a little bit thin than the default one we had. So I'm gonna click here to have a duplicate page. So this is gonna be a similar page to this, but on the duplicates I'm going to remove this photo because this is where I'm going to write my table of contents and also the copyright message. But we don't need this image, so I'm just going to click on it and then delete it. And then the heading, I'm just going to try and put it a little bit at the top, and also I'm going to need a little bit of text. So this is where I'm going to add my copyright message and also the table of contents. If we want to do something more on this page, like adding the border lines, we just go back to elements. So let me just close the flowers and go to lines. So this is the line that I want. So now that we have our borderline, what I need to do is to change the colors. I was supposed to change the colors before I duplicate so that everything is ready. Now if I feel like this line is too thick, I just come over here on the line style, and then the weight is what makes it thicker. So if I increase the line weight, it becomes thicker, but if I reduce it like this, if it's 1, it's gonna be much thinner, and I feel like 1 makes it look a little bit classy. So let's go for 1. And now I'm done with my design. So this is how it looks. So this is the cover page and all the other pages that follow. Now after this, we go to ChatGPT and create our content that we're gonna paste over here. So now we've moved to ChatGPT, and this is what I'm asking, right? 10 best traveling ebook topics. So the first thing that we need is the topic that we're going to write our ebook about, and also we're gonna maybe convert this a little bit, just tweak it a little bit to make it a title, our book title, and then we can then move into the book chapter. So these are the topics that we can choose from, but if you feel like you will get confused by having too many options, you can just make a few, maybe 5, 10. That's gonna work just fine. So these are the topics. There's the Solo Traveler's Handbook, tips and tricks for exploring the world alone, backpacking across Europe, a budget-friendly guide. I feel like number 2 is good. So these are all the topics that are suggested for us, but we can also choose the last one, luxury travel on a dime, how to enjoy high-end experiences on a budget. So yeah, this is a good topic. So let me just copy it and paste it back on the search bar to get now more content on this topic. So let's copy that and paste it over here and remove the quotations, and also come over here on this side and remove the quotations. Let's click enter so that it can search for us. Over here we got an idea of what this ebook can be about, but again I'm gonna copy this topic and paste it back on the search bar. So what I'm gonna do this time is to ask ChatGPT to write us an ebook about this topic or this title. On introduction, we've got definition of luxury travel, so I'm gonna copy this and put it over here, and then I paste it over here just like this so that I get more information on this. So each and every bullet point that I got from the outline, I'm gonna copy it back, and I'm gonna copy it and paste it back on the search bar to get more information on that outline or on that topic. So these are going to be my topics and subheadings. So the definition of luxury travel is going to be my subheading. So now what I'm gonna do is copy this heading over here on Canva. Because the first 3 pages is the out table of contents and the copyright, I'm gonna skip to page 5, and that's where we're gonna start with our content. And already we've got the add subheading, so this is where I'm gonna add that subheading or the topic that we got. Then I go back to ChatGPT and get this information, which is gonna be my body text, and I copy it like this, and then go back to Canva, and over here where I have a little bit of body text, this is where I'm gonna paste it. And now I'm gonna go back again to ChatGPT and go to chapter 1 again and look at the second point, copy it and paste it over there by Canva. So this is the importance of budgeting for luxury travel. I copy it and paste it on the search bar to get more information on this so that we can have enough content for our book. While it's generating more information for us, I'm gonna copy and paste the topic and go back to Canva and paste it on the next page. So we're going to move to the next page, which is add subheading over here, and I add that topic and I just paste it over here and then remove that bullet point. Another thing about copying and pasting, before you paste back on Canva, you can also create a Google document to paste on so that you have your information there laid out nicely, and then you move back to Canva to copy from Google Docs and then to Canva. Now I'm finished with the content for chapter 1, and then I'm gonna move into how do you lay out your book or your pages or your chapters. So if you're not sure about that, you can also come over here and ask what can be the title of this ebook. The title of the book is almost similar to the topic, but if you want to change things a little bit, you can also ask for the title of the book. So this is on the first page, the cover page. That's where we're gonna paste our title. So this is the title. Let me just try to drag this to the top. So if you're not sure which pages are gonna follow the cover page, you can just type what page comes second in this ebook. So it says that this is a digital ebook. It doesn't have traditional physical pages, but typically after the cover page, the next page in an ebook is the table of contents. So each and every page that follows before you put in the content, you can also do that. So let's ask ChatGPT now to write us the table of contents for this ebook. So we're just doing follow-up questions. It will remember the previous question. So now we have our table of contents. I'm just going to copy it and paste it on Canva. So basically what I'm doing here is just copy and paste. Now that we are done with our book, I'm just going to click the share button over here, and then this is where I will be able to get the link to this book. So the link that I get over here, I'm just going to copy it and paste it in a PDF that the customers are going to click on and get to this ebook. So I do not download this ebook. I can just make it a PDF or leave it here, so the customers, they can just come over here to Canva and download it from Canva. So there are downloading options here on Canva, which is here, and then I can choose whether I want to download this as a PDF or as a PNG or JPEG. So what I'm gonna do now is just copy the link, and then I'm gonna create another PDF that I'm gonna put that link on. Also, another thing is to download maybe 3 images here, just to give users a glimpse of what this ebook is about and how it looks. So I can take the first image, which is the cover page, and maybe the contents of the book, and also maybe one chapter, so that the customers, when they visit my Etsy store, they are able to see how the book looks like. So I'm going to download and take 3 images. So I'm going to choose the images over here on 12 pages and choose the ones that I want. So I'm going to choose not all 12 pages, but maybe page 1 and also page 2, and one last page that I can choose is going to be maybe a page that has the content. So I'm going to choose page 7. So these are the only 3 pages that I'm downloading as images. These images, I'm going to use them for mockup for my customers. So I'm going to click done and download this. So this is what I mean by creating another PDF. I'm going to come over here to Canva homepage and create another A4 document and use almost similar colors to the ones that I used for my ebook, and then that's where I'm going to paste my links. So this is the PDF that I was talking about. Your Etsy customers will only see this page, and this is where they will click and access the download. So what I have to do now is to only go back to my ebook and get that link and link it over there on that PDF. So I'm gonna come over here to template link, and then I copy the link, and then I'm gonna paste it over here on the document. So I'm gonna come over here on the click here to download and select, then I move at the top to the three dots, and this is where I click, and then I get this link over here, and I click on a link, and then I paste the link that I got from my ebook, and then I click enter, and now I have the link to my ebook. So this is the PDF that I now have to download as a PDF. So I'm gonna click on download and then choose the format that I want. So I'm choosing the PDF. So I'm choosing the PDF print or PDF standard. Any is fine. So I'm just gonna choose the PDF standard, and this is what I'm gonna download and then put it over there by Etsy. And then now I have all my products. So what I'm left with is now to have the pictures that my customers are gonna see. So what I need to do, the pictures that I took of my ebook, I have to put them over here on the uploads and then make mock-ups. So what I have to do now is to create a third template, which is going to be our mock-up. So I click again on create a design and choose a custom size, which usually I do 2000 pixels by 2000 pixels. Already I have it over here. I just click on this, and then it's gonna take me to another blank page. So I'm gonna go to my uploads over here and then insert all those images. So this is the first image that I'm gonna use, which is a cover image. I'm gonna click on edit image, and then I will be able to use this as a mockup. Then I'm gonna click on mockups. So I'm just gonna scroll to the bottom until I see mockups. So these are the smart mockups that are available on Canva, and then I can choose from here. So let's see which one I'm gonna choose. And then we're gonna have this as our primary image. I'm just gonna download it as a PNG, and then we'll move to more photos. Now I'm done with all my 3 mockups, and then we have to just download them and move to Etsy. So I've got my ebook, and then I've got the PDF with the link, and I've got these 3 mockups. So what we need to do now is to move to Etsy and list our product. This is my Etsy dashboard, and this is where I'm adding my new listing. And the first thing that I need to do is to add those 3 mockups that I took from Canva. So I'm just gonna go ahead and upload them over here. So there we have it. We have our 3 mockups, and the first image is going to be our primary image. We can skip the video part if we don't have, and we come to the title. So let's just get the title of this listing, and we can also go over there back on ChatGPT and get a title and also the description of our product. So let me quickly do this. So on the title, this is what I have added. So it's just to describe that this is a Canva ebook template, and also I'm gonna move on who made it, which is me. So I'm gonna say I did. What is it? It's a finished product. When did you make it? So between the year 2020 and 2023. And then I'm gonna come over here and choose the category. So on the category, I'm choosing templates because this is a template. And then I'm gonna move on to choosing the kind of template this is. So just gonna choose option 1, but you're gonna choose the one that's similar to the template that you've created. And you can also choose the primary color. The primary color for me is blue, and the secondary color can be black, which is the text color. And the occasion, I can just try to choose, but this is also optional. So if the option that you have is not available here, you can always skip. So I'm gonna scroll again to the bottom. This is what I've searched, and this is what I got for my product description. So I'm just gonna copy this up maybe to only here, and then copy this and paste it back on Etsy. And then after the product description, I'm gonna move over to text, and then I'm just gonna choose the ones that I feel like are related to the content or my product. So this is an ebook. I can also put that here. So the quantity I chose 500, but you can choose any number because this is a digital product. You don't have a limit. So that's it for now. I'm only choosing 500 and then I'm moving to upload the file. So this is that PDF with a link. That's what I'm uploading here, and then the customers will be able to get that downloadable link and then go over to my ebook. So I'm just going to click over here on upload file, and then I will be able to publish my ebook after that. So I'm not going to publish this listing because every listing has a listing fee, but with Etsy, what you can do in the beginning, you can use it, but there's a lot of fees and I feel like they are too high compared to when you have your own WordPress site or any other site that is good for digital products. So another thing with the file that you're going to upload here, if you're choosing that your customers or users are going to be able to edit that template, you need to be using Canva Pro. So with the link that I've left down below in the description, you will get a 30-day free trial out of. So that's the only fee that you're going to be paying if you want your customers to be able to edit your template. So that's it. You just have to come over here and publish, and now you have your Etsy digital product that you just created. So that's it. That's the end of our video, and thank you so much for watching up to here. See you in the next video. Cheers.